Welcome back into the game where we beat the laws of time, space, and physics. Looks like we've got the Google Drive logo above our head. I'm sure there's a name for that symbol though. So let's hop right into the third chapter. The Inversion is the first mission, and of course it's just a bit of a warm-up, as all of the first couple of missions. So this time we'll be learning a new skill where we'll be able to change from a black man into a white man and back and forth. So you might have seen the white door, and the only way we can enter it is by being a white man. So if I just kept on going and going and going and walking along the track and as a black man and entering the white door, that wouldn't have been possible. So all we've got to do is just really transform ourselves into this pimp and white guy with the white suit. Looks pretty baller if you ask me. But let's go finish that mission. Now, the timepiece. The timepiece is going to be quite a big part of the chapter, at least. So all I've got to do is just walk along to the right-hand side. Just keep walking. Nothing too difficult. We've got to walk over or along the white key. Unfortunately, we can't get that. But we'll invert ourselves as the white man. And now we've got to do the exact same thing. Bit of deja vu. So now we've got the white key. What we've got to do is just keep walking, invert ourselves once more. And instead of walking to the right this time, we walk to the left. Now, there is no storyline to the actual game, so we don't really know what happened. I guess it's some earthquake or something happened. But everything got obliterated, which will tie into some of these other missions that we've got along in Chapter 3. Now, as you might be able to see, the cliff above my head, it will be quite handy. It is there for a very important purpose. Let's just keep walking along. As the map smoothly glides along for us automatically, we don't need to do anything apart from keep walking. And I'll invert once. What that does, puts us into white mode, but I can't enter that door. This cliff is handy. We'll need to walk off it very slowly, or at least try not to die. We've got to do the exact same thing once again. So you might see where this is already going. We'll do the exact same thing, except now we'll be able to enter the door instead of having to fall down the cliff. The antique. Now the clock will make a reappearance, although a quarter of it has magically disappeared. And there are no menaces either. They must have all fallen down. Let's keep walking along this way. And what will happen is, as you can see, the key will fall down. So we've got to walk around the other way. And we'll also have to walk along the outside of the map. And this might be a little bit scary, and you might not have thought of it immediately. Then again, that's probably why you'd be watching a walkthrough of it. And now we are walking in as a white man. Now the key's in a completely different position, which is great for us. Which means that we can keep walking along this way, whereas previously the key would have fallen. Instead now, we're able to just keep walking along on the outside of the clock. And the key will be in perfect position for us to get it. It's pretty much going to come straight to us. Now, all that's going to be left to do is just to go back to the inversion point, invert ourselves, and hey presto, we're already at the door. Pretty simple. So, the corridor. Now, this one takes a fair amount of luck, if you ask me. Although, everything is going to be exactly the same if you follow what I do. It's just that the camera angle doesn't really show you how big the map is or what's going on. So we don't really get to see much. Or at least, the way I see it. At least. Most of it is just spent rolling about, so you have no clue what's going on. Anyway, what we'll have to do is invert this time. And over here, we're pretty much stuck in this circle. We'll just have to keep walking around a couple of times. Now, the key is just gone up above our heads, which is cool. And what that means is I'll be able to invert as the black man and get that key. Pretty simple. Now, what we've got to do is just keep walking along this figure 8. And of course, we need to be white to enter that door. So we'll just invert ourselves over here. And we're already at the door. Not too bad, really. Level 6, the garden. Now just wait and see how many keys we've got to collect. That's 1 white, 1 black. 1 black and another white. So there's 2 of each. And we need to be white to enter the door. The damn door's more protected than some, I don't know, Egyptian goddess with a million chastity belts, really. So the first step is pretty simple, really. Let's walk along to the left, and we'll be going for the white key on the top right. At least that's the way it is now. Just have to keep on walking. Now, the easiest way that I can see to do this mission is to use your fingers and trace back from the keys. That seems like it is the easiest way to complete these and to guarantee yourself victory. I'm going to keep walking, which will put us, unfortunately, we won't be able to get that black key, but it'll give us access to those middle inversion points, which are very handy indeed. Now we've turned to a black man, and we're able to get that key without a problem. Do it rather slowly, because of course you don't want to lose the key or not get it, but of course you can rewind, so that's not too much of an issue at the end of the day. Now, which way do we want to go? This is where it gets really difficult, or at least it melts my brain. So instead, I'm going to go over here, invert myself, and walk along the left-hand side, which should put me on the outside where that fence is and the white key. We'll be able to get that without an issue. We'll keep walking over into those middle inverters, and that way we'll be able to get the black key as well. Now, this mission definitely took me quite a long time to figure out, but once you've got the gist of it, there's no real problems at the end of the day. I think the real problem is just trying to get to the home base, really. At least it is for me. What I'll do is I'll keep walking along. Let's see how we're going to figure this one out. Okay, I see it. There's a lot of walking that we've got to do, but we've got to go along the outside. Let's keep walking along. And at the next inversion point, if you can already see it, we'll turn white and we'll be able to walk through the door with no problems. So it can get rather confusing, but always use your fingers to trace back and you'll know pretty much where to go. Chapter 3 has been completed. Didn't take long at all. Let's see what the guy has to say. His life fades, and with it, the color of this world. I often retreat here alone now, spending ages away from reality, unable to bear the future. In my solitude, my feelings breed the strangest of creations. And that is the 3rd chapter. But how do we unlock the 4th one? Because you might have seen that there's only 3 doors that we can enter in the house. So you have to tune back. Until next time, surely there is more my mind keeps me from. I will seek it and revel in its finding. We'll find out where we have to go next time. But until next time, hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you around.